Glad to have you with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So New Mexico's offense will take the field first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Back to throw, it's Potter. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Gives it on the option. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So the Utah State Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need...
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Lyle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Sends it back in motion. Davis will throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Aggies! They grab the early lead. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Lobos in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Potter. He's got an open man. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Pickup of 15. And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That is a...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's West. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Lobos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far, and it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
The Lobos will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. A little screen to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Davis will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Looking for a man, it's Potter. Makes the grab. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second down coming up. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Lions. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Gain of 6. That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. It'll be third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man. It's Lions. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10.
Utah State.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lions. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll try to pop the draw. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons.